Kate Gosselin, the well-known former reality television star who rose to fame through her family's life documented on screen, has opened up about a frightening close call she experienced recently while traveling abroad. Now 50 years old, Gosselin shared her personal account of a tense and chaotic incident at a local grocery store in New Zealand, where she found herself unexpectedly in the path of a would-be thief attempting a bold robbery. The episode unfolded in a seemingly ordinary supermarket setting, the kind of everyday place where people go to pick up groceries without expecting any drama. Gosselin described how a man suddenly made a move to steal an entire fully loaded shopping trolley, packed with items and ready to be wheeled out without payment. What could have been a quiet shopping trip quickly turned into a scene of commotion as other customers reacted swiftly and decisively. A group of local shoppers, whom Gosselin affectionately referred to as Kiwi men, immediately sprang into action. They chased after the suspect, determined to prevent him from getting away with the stolen goods. Phones were pulled out all around as people called the police, turning the incident into a community effort to maintain order. Gosselin emphasized how striking this response was, noting that such events stand out precisely because crime of this nature is relatively uncommon in the area. The low-crime environment made the attempted theft feel all the more shocking and noteworthy to everyone involved, including Gosselin herself. As the thief fled the scene in a hurry, he barreled past Gosselin in his escape attempt. The man pushed right by her with such force that she was nearly knocked off her feet. She described the moment vividly. He literally shoved past her, almost sending her tumbling to the ground. What made the situation even more precarious for her personally was her current physical condition. Gosselin had been recovering from a serious leg injury that she had previously described as life-altering. The injury occurred back in September of the previous year while she was playing with her dog, Maka, and it had left her with significant mobility challenges for months. At the time of the incident, Gosselin was only just beginning to regain her ability to walk independently. She had proudly shared with her followers just a few days earlier, on January 14, that she had managed to walk without any support for the first time while in New Zealand. This milestone represented a huge step forward in her long and difficult recovery process. She was still in what she called her lack of walking state, meaning her balance and strength were not yet fully restored. The sudden push from the fleeing thief disrupted her fragile progress momentarily, throwing her off balance and causing a brief scare as she struggled to stay upright. Despite the jolt, Gosselin emerged unharmed from the encounter. She was able to steady herself and avoid a fall, which she later reflected on with a mix of relief and disbelief. The thief, in his panic, even lost a shoe during the chase, adding a somewhat comical detail to an otherwise tense situation. The would-be robber did not succeed in escaping with the trolley, thanks to the quick intervention of the other shoppers and the prompt calls to authorities. Gosselin chose to share this story publicly through a video she posted on her official TikTok account on January 17. In the clip, she spoke candidly about the event, expressing gratitude for coming through it safely and highlighting the supportive community response she witnessed. Her decision to speak out about the incident reflects her ongoing openness with her audience, a trait that has characterized much of her public life since her days on reality television. The broader context of Gosselin's time in New Zealand adds layers to the story. She has been documenting aspects of her recovery journey while there, including the challenges of rehabilitation and the small victories along the way. The leg injury had kept her sidelined for an extended period, affecting her daily activities and requiring patience and persistence to overcome. Being able to walk unaided represented not just physical healing but also a psychological boost after months of limitation and dependence on assistance.